What's going on? Welcome back. My name is Julian Tiscione, and I am documenting every week. Well, I do slack a bit, but I document every week on my road to a million through e-commerce. And yeah, it's been a while, bro. It's been a while that I've been a bit ghost. It's been a bit busy. It's been a bit hectic, but we're gonna get straight into it. Obviously, my business with my partner really doing it's doing okay. We're around 250K a month. I'm saying that's okay. That used to be a dream for me. But no, I wanted to cover about how the things that we've been doing to catch you guys up on what it takes to actually run your business at that level, and the things that we're trying to really get a bit further. Yeah, we missed a lot. It was my birthday not too long ago, so celebrated that a bit. Just went out for dinner. But basically, you know, when you're at that level consistently, things don't really last long without you having to do something, right? Like you have to keep improving. You have to keep working, right? And it was coming to a point where our biggest issue actually was content. Not only were our CPCs getting a bit higher every day, because the way we went about it was, when we started to find our rhythm and find our flow, we solely focused on systems to keep it in place. So, it allows us to work on other things of the business that could, bring it to the next level, or even just other stores, right? And what we did was basically we hired a VA and we hired two editors now. We got them all from onlinejobs.ph, which are, you can find people that are in the Philippines, and they are, the goats. They are the goats. But basically, you all obviously have to do trial and error. Like for our editors, we had to go through trial and error. We had to try some people out. We had like some test weeks for them. Some didn't make it, but some did. For our VA, we got super lucky, and first one was just a goat. So yeah, praise to that. But yeah, we had to create some systems, right? Basically like mini courses to go through everything on how we run things, how we like things. We built courses on Notions or Google Docs, so now like they are really easily getting into the position. We hop on a call with them once a week to just get everything summed up. We have group chats on WhatsApp and shit, right? So all that is being in place, and it was going good. And even with scaling, right? My partner created prompts for winning ads. Basically, like we've posted hundreds of ads for this brand already, and we started to see what works, what doesn't, the different styles of headlines, the different types of scripts, right? And he created prompts for them. It's like I think 4 different styles of prompts that usually work for us, and it was super easy to just take the prompts, put them into either ChatGPT or Claude, make like 15 scripts in 30 minutes, download the voice AI voiceover, and then send it to your editor and make them do it. So we would be pumping out 10, hopefully 15. I think now we're on pace for 20 VSLs per week, and even 25 maybe. So like, yeah, we're really getting the quantity up there, but that doesn't say that there still needs to be things done. Like I said, styles and types of headlines and stuff like that kind of wear out, right? Over time, CPCs were getting to go up. So now we have to focus on finding new ways to advertise, which I'll get to in a bit. Then also with content. So we've been getting a few ads rejected. The main reason would be is that we've been using content on TikTok. Sometimes it would be people that, you know, that are then see our ad and be like, yo, this is me, or this is someone I know, or this and that, and then complaints happen and this and that. So this month, honestly, we've had to scale down because of like the ads being rejected. So, well, some our ad account is still, well, I'd like to believe, pretty healthy, or I'd like to hope so, but our media side, we had to get we're working on getting custom content, and I'm gonna tell you ways that we're going about it. Also, we got custom packaging, which I'm looking right now. I see it. I can't show you it, but we've got custom packaging, custom bottles. So it's the first time that I've like actually felt like I'm working on like something real, something like a real brand, having custom packaging and everything. So it's been fun. Yeah, you've like missed a lot, but this is everything we've been working on. We're now actually trying to improve the actual product itself. We're trying to really tweak it up to make it better. We've gotten some feedback from emails. We get like around 50 emails a day. So again, our VA is the GOAT for answering that. He's super good. We keep everything organized. We have really great systems, and it's taken us a lot of time. But I think as of now, we have definitely a good system, and now we can steer away from improving on the systems and really just focusing on now the problems that we're facing. So one, like we said, was like the actual product. Maybe something needed to be a bit improved on. So we are working with that, working on that with our supplier. Then we, for custom content, so I generated a QR code, and a QR code goes to a landing page that basically has like a reward base on if customers were to send us video, and obviously have a disclaimer that we're going to use it for marketing purposes, but have a reward tier list where it's like, if you send us an image, you can get 50% off. If you send us a video, if you'll get a free product. If you send us like a whole testimonial, we'll get a whole bundle that's like $80 for free, like really incentivizing it. So what we did was I made a QR code and I put it on a thank you card. So now when people order, they get this thank you card and they have the QR code to scan. Plus we started doing email flows. So one of the email flows is for custom content as well. After 2 weeks, when they order the product, we send them an email flow from Klaviyo to the same landing page, basically, that tells them about, again, the rewards that they can get for sending us content. We also have obviously like abandoned cart flows and shit like that, right? And then for other custom content, we are trying to dive a bit into AI as well. So we're going to be trying like different AI softwares to help us maybe get some really great content. Plus, like, if AI can do it, we're going to look into probably hiring. And I know one thing that I want for sure is like an authority figure. I think obviously that's something that builds a lot of trust and is a high leverage thing. So it'll be great to hire an authority figure, or to pay an authority figure just to have like a good testimonial, good review of our product, maybe talk about it a bit, make her use it, say she vouches for it or whatever it may be. And of course, like, it's not bullshit, right? Like, I feel very confident to go to an authority figure and be like, look, this is actually what we're offering. Well, these are our ingredients. We customize our ingredients and everything. So we've done our research and we know that it's working. We get a lot of positive feedback. So like, hey, if you just want to, we'll pay you, of course. But like, if you want to just like say this is good, that'd be great, right? Although also, like, I would love to see if we can do either with AI or pay maybe some editor to do like 3D models of our product that we can show it working. So like, in our VSL, sometimes we talk about like the science of like what's happening with the body or how does it work really. So to have, like, we usually use B-roll like from Canva or whatever, but it would be great to have our product mixed in with like while it's being applied to to the body. Like, it would be great. So yeah, just basically, we're going into August. Q4 is coming, right? And I think custom content is going to be the highest leverage thing for us to do. So we're going to be doing that. And it's going to be great, man. Like, we're reaching 10,000 orders. So gonna get the plaque soon, which will be fun. And yeah, but honestly, it's not easy. Like, there's a lot of things to get done, a lot of stress that gets involved, and a lot of things that you have to take initiative. We're also like getting into image ads with image ad funnels, so image ads going to like some advertorials and different landing pages, and really trying to, expand our business to make sure that it doesn't like, just slowly die with no attention to it, right? So yeah, I just want to say, like, all that has to be done, and has to be done pretty quick. And I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't know sometimes on how to do these things, but you have to figure it out. Like, you just have to ask around, search around, watch videos, learn more, maybe buy courses or whatever it may be. And that's a thing that I feel like a lot of people don't really understand, is just because you're making X amount of money doesn't mean you get to just go to Bahamas the day after, right? I know it looks like I'm going to the Bahamas, but I'm not. And it requires a lot of work, and it requires a lot of like actions that you just don't know, like you're not sure of, but you just got to try it. And it takes a lot of initiative. And it's not easy. It's not easy. I'm not gonna lie to you and say it's easy. And of course, you're gonna want it. Like, you still want those 250K months, right? Like, it's a dream come true for all of us. But it doesn't. It's still not easy. And what I realize is my life doesn't change. Thinking that when you're making money, life will change. Like, no, I'm here every day on my desk. Like, it doesn't change. And what I find funny, I go online and, yeah, I know my videos don't get views. It doesn't do any of that. And I go look at people who do get views, and it's so funny to me. I see how so many of other people out there like try to make money through every other route besides ecom. Like, it's crazy. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I think I have a decent sized channel, and I have a lot of beautiful people watching these videos sometimes. And like, I can work on info, I can work on agencies, I can work on services, I can do this, I can do that. And like, I see so many people like that are supposed to be, doing ecom and teaching ecom or preaching ecom, not doing ecom, or like barely doing it, and trying to make money from anything, like random ideas. Like, when they get thrown an opportunity to them, oh, let's work together on this, they'll take it. And it's like, bro, what the fuck? Then just be a regular YouTuber then, bro. Like I'm right now, I'd like to identify myself. I'm not trying to be LGBTQ shit bullshit, but I like to identify myself as an ecom YouTuber, and I like to teach ecom and basically show you guys that all my money basically comes from ecom. I don't do anything as of now. So, and I start to realize this because, yes, running an ecom store is hard. It's hard. It's not easy. Where a lot of maybe other opportunities these people have are short-term money, but it's easier. And it's just to like show how the real side and what it really takes to run stores at this level. And it definitely is not easy. There's a lot of things to keep improving on and to keep doing, and the uncertainty is incredible. But like, it blows my mind. But yeah, hopefully you can understand that ecom is like worth it if you really just keep focusing on it. And it's like it's not about, like, you want to make money, you want to have financial freedom. It's not about ecom. It's not about these other fucking opportunities. It's about sticking to one thing and sucking at it and being fucking shit at it. And it's hard, but sticking through it just to get good enough to make it work. And I see a lot of these other guys like just trying, like, just making a living off so many other different things, but not really trying to focus on ecom. And I find that just absolutely ridiculous and probably won't get that far. Yeah, so that was another message I had to say. But yeah, I got nothing else, to be honest. I'm just trying to catch up on everything. I know I've been lacking a bit on the YouTube videos, so I will make sure to try to keep up with that. Hopefully when hopefully eventually somewhere in my life where I get to leave the office and travel a bit, videos will start to get more entertaining. But this is just the reality of grinding, so this is what you get. But thank you for watching, and let me know if you have any other questions. Please drop them in the comments. I'll be glad to help. But again, of course, the goals are going to be achieved soon. Road to a million is there. It's there. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be a huge event. And of course, as always, I'll see you at the fucking top.